They noticed me wearing the scrunchie, which made Harumi flustered. I felt a warmth deep inside me, like I was almost a part of the family. I'd never had such a wonderful Christmas. After Christmas, the only major event left was New Year's Eve. Or at least, that's what I thought. Oh? Uh-oh. An incident occurred a few days before New Year's Eve. I've been caught in an accident. I got that call from Harumi and rushed to the manga club room. When I arrived, I found everyone was somber, even the girls who'd become regular faces. In the middle of them all was Harumi. Eh? What was going on? It definitely seemed serious. I visited the club in the past, but the mood was suffocating this time. I came as soon as I could, since you made it sound urgent. What happened? What? Okay, is that the problem? The flu was certainly serious, but he lived with his parents, so it shouldn't have been an emergency. Harumi must have read the confusion on my face because he went on to explain the situation. What's Kamima? That's disappointing, but it can't be helped. I hope he feels better soon and he can show it off next year. I felt bad for him, but what could we do? The club president spoke in a solemn tone. He looked more aged than a college student. So he doesn't look like a nerd. I guess it's like the one time of the year he can be somebody else. Pixel. Oh, sorry, it's Emily. She's on one of her many dates. This one is a hiking date to a secluded waterfall that leads to the clearing that can see all the stars. Oh, that sounds very romantic, man. Pixel have that survivor guilt going. She already made it this far. Now she has to finish it. Yes, I do. It's only another 18 minutes of my life. Let's go. And then I don't have to think about it anymore. This room, but the dog plush is high. Oh, where's the dog plush? Oh, hopefully I can see it. But yeah, all the posters are, well, this is the manga club of the university, but all those posters are other games made by this company, which I thought was really funny. That sounds very dramatic. Aren't there other events similar to this? Then he could wear his cosplay in the summer. The cosplay world has its seasons? I thought people just wear whatever they wanted. Huh? Is there like etiquette for all this stuff? Seasons? When they put it that way, I understood. I need to ask somebody who cosplays. Is this something? The club president was tearing up. I looked around and saw tears streaming down the others' faces too. Even Harumi looked red around the eyes. Sure.
クズリュウ氏の衣装は素人が作っているとは思えぬこだわりの一品で、彼自身ももちろんですが、衣装の作り手としての人気もあるのです。せめて衣装を誰かに着てもらい、披露することができたなら、彼の無念も晴らされることでしょう。このまま日の目を見ずに終わるなど、そんな悲しい結末があっていいわけがないのです。そうは思いませぬか?
Wait, so why am I being called to this meeting? They're so serious and they keep talking like Kuzuryu is dead. Right, of course. It's because I'm the same size as him, I think. Oh, never mind, it's Harumi. It's true that they were pretty similar in height and build. Well, good luck, Harumi. I could ask Kazuma to do your hair and makeup if you like. Then what is it? Everyone looked at Harumi, who was sweating. Ah, so this is why he sounded so panicked on the phone. I can understand why he'd be hesitant. Oh yeah, my anime list. It's in the dot goes right there. I need to add. Oh yeah, add me. I'll accept your friend list. Ah, the dog is. Oh, the dog is from one of the games. Oh no, the dog is from Collar and Malice. It was the police mascot in that game. I remember from yeah. Hey, come on now. If he really doesn't want to do it, you shouldn't force him to. Then why not wear the cosplay? I'll help with the makeup or something. Oh, he's gonna say, if you cosplay with me, maybe I can do it. Wait. Huh? I hoped I'd misheard, but it was too late. I'm getting roped into this. All eyes had turned to me. The girls were closing in. Please don't beg. Seeing him bow his head so low made me wince. I looked to Harumi for help, but I'll do it. If anyone else could have said no to such pressure, I'd like to meet them. After pushing me into agreeing, all the club members came to shake my hand in gratitude. Oh, okay. This is turning out to be a big deal. I let out a small sigh. I stole a glance at Harumi and saw the club president aggressively shaking his hand. He looks like he's fainted on his feet. Maybe the stress was too much for him. He was standing stock still, as if his soul had left. So, when is Kamima? 4 days? Four? Now I'm definitely worried. I had no choice but to prepare for anything. Oh boy. The cosplay Kuzuru was made of Kai, the main character from Atsaga. Oh, if he's gonna be Kai, then I'm gonna be Gerda, which is I think the love interest. Ah, okay. Doggo head pat. Oh, I saw my aunt/cousin's dog yesterday. I forgot what he is a mix of. He's a poodle something mix. I don't remember. Thankfully, it was at least a series I was familiar with. Since Hadami was going as Kai, I had to be in theme when standing next to him, so I'd go as the heroine Gerda. Together, they were the pilots of the large robot Atomic Dragoon. However, this meant the costume design would be rather revealing. Ooh, she's gonna be wearing a revealing. Oh wait, but won't everybody like look at me and want to take pictures with me? And then he'll be like, "No, don't look at her." Even with a fitting session, I was worried. I feel like he would also be. This is gonna be interesting. However, the day of Kamima came in no time at all. I forced myself out of bed early that morning to head to the convention with Hadami. It was full of people already decked out in their elaborate and well-made costumes. The makeup, wigs, and detailed outfits were of such a high quality they looked like the real characters. I'm going to be part of this soon. I wasn't going to run, but I couldn't help feeling increasingly nervous. Are you okay, Hadami? He is definitely not okay. Don't worry, Kai can do anything as long as Gerda's by his side. Once we put on our cosplay, we'd become Kai and Gerda. We'd be committed to the characters and to each other. See you later, Hadami. We were both dragged to our respective changing rooms. I want to see what my character looks like. They helped me get into my costume and left the room. There were more people in the hall than before, and it had become crowded. Hadami should have finished changing first, so I headed for our meeting place as quickly as I could, but... Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, we're already getting hit on and we haven't even gotten into the convention yet. Huh? That voice. My brain temporarily refused to process the familiar voice I just heard. Fearfully, I turned and spotted Kazuma. Oh, okay. Whew. Luckily, he hadn't noticed me yet. Wait, it's not just Kazuma. Oh no, the whole gang's here. Nishijima and Seina were with him too. Why? None of them are into this stuff. My heart was hammering in my chest and I hid from their view behind a pillar. I tried to tell myself they wouldn't recognize me in cosplay, but I couldn't be sure of that. I continued to spy on them and their conversation. Oh, they got wind of it and they're trying to find us. Oh, or not then.
ダブル主演になったことだし、西島さんとも親睦を深めようと思って誘ったわけ。親睦なんて深まらなくたって別に。釣れないなあ。カズマちゃんは楽しそうじゃん。毎年ニュースでは見たことあったから、一度生で見てみたいと思ってたんだ。誘ってくれてありがとうございます、ユキトさん。
Wait, so if he invited those two, why didn't he invite Hadami and... Oh well.
カズマちゃんなら西島さんみたいに渋らず来てくれると思ったよ。何にしたって年が明けたらしばらく遊びになんて出られないんだし、今日だけね。
The three wandered off while commentating on all the sights and scenes. This is bad. This is bad. I knew they didn't have work today, but why did they have to come here of all places? This was embarrassing enough without having to worry about people I knew seeing me. Who knew what they would say if they did? Please let there be no more close calls. I prayed intensely while searching for Harumi in the sea of people. I need to tell Harumi. I have to warn him. I noticed a crowd forming around our meeting spot. This isn't a major meeting spot, so why? My question was swiftly answered.
かいかっこいいですね。すいません、写真をお願いします。私も
目線こっちでポーズお願いします。
こっちにも顔見せてください、カイさん。
Oh, poor guy. Ah, Harumi was surrounded by attendees holding their cameras. The wall of people was thick and there was no easy way through them all. Excuse me, please let me through. Several people took notice of my cosplay. I'm sorry, I need to get through. I pushed through the crowd to the center. Oh, damn, he looks good. Harumi was standing like a mannequin from what I assumed were his nerves reaching their max. The cosplay looked great on him, but his face was tense as his eyes nervously darted around. Wow, he got the makeup and the hair and the contacts. The sweat beading his brow wasn't only because of the heat. Harumi! It kind of looks like, I think this is the game's version of Neon, what's it called? Evangelion? He slowly turned to look at me. Thanks. You, look really good too. My compliment seemed to relax him a little, and some of the tension drained out of him. It was no wonder. Between the cosplay and his looks, he stood out even in the crowd. Me too. And while I hate to add to your stress, I saw some familiar face. Oh shit. Kazuma already? It's not just Kazuma. Everyone's here. I could feel Kazuma and the others getting closer as I whispered to Harumi. Oh no. Oh no, this is bad. I had to do something. I desperately tried to think of a solution. How can we make sure they won't notice us? If I had the pebble belt Harumi talked about a while ago, I would have used it then and there. I wanted to hide or to run away, but if we ran, it'd only draw their attention. Then how about we make ourselves stand out? I stood back to back with Harumi and struck a pose. It was the same one kind Gerda did on the poster from the At-Saga event we attended. They weren't back to back because they were enemies. It was because they trusted each other. Posing with my arms raised in front of my face not only gave me an air of mystique, but it also hid my identity. Senna was getting closer. I wished I could look away and ignore him. Pretend. Yes, we shall see. Okay. Hold on. I pause here. He doesn't seem like your type too. It's okay. So I like him. Generally speaking, he usually isn't my type. But sometimes when I'm playing dating sims, there's like a random outlier, and Harumi is that outlier for me. So my usual types are there isn't one person that like really embodies my type, to be honest, in this game. But so far, the two that I like the most are best friend, because he has an aloof to him, but he's also very like, I don't know. There's no like one person that I like, but the closest would be generally speaking Nishijima and best friend. But I played Nishijima and he's great, but he wasn't like amazing. But I like this route more than Nishijima. Yeah, he's just an outlier for me in this game. He's not aggressive like you usually like. Yes, he's not aggressive, but he is. He's like adorable, which is like the weird outlier for this game. But yeah, my usual type is like Dimitri from Fire Emblem. Like if I were to kind of like think of somebody that's like the embodiment of like my fictional type, it would be Dimitri. Because like think about it, Dimitri, Shishomaru, they kind of all have that same vibe, you know, like very like aggressive, but very sure of themselves generally, and like very leadery types. But yeah. Variable Barricade didn't have somebody that was really my type either. Collar and Malice did. Collar and Malice had two, actually. Dimitri's the No. Edelgard is the murderer. Edelgard. But yeah, he's very wholesome and very like, I don't know. He's very loving. Convince them you're complete strangers. You haven't. You definitely haven't. I wore a blonde wig, colored contacts, and different makeup than usual. I hardly recognized myself when I looked in the mirror in the changing room. If I changed my voice coupled with a cosplay, I could maybe hide my identity. Yes, I must become Gerda completely. Gerda was a strong woman and a capable warrior. She was blunt with a sharp tongue. Since she was my total opposite, I could possibly trick them. It's a gamble, but let's try it. How would Gerda reply? We haven't. Are you asking to get hurt? Well, I mean, she's assertive, right? Are you asking to get hurt? Back off. I flashed him a sharp look. My heart stopped as our eyes met, but he didn't come any closer. He tilted his head and stepped back. Phew. Very nice, very nice. Thank you, Kazuma. I hoped Kazuma would drag Sana away, but instead he stopped to look too. Is he going to come in for a closer look? He took his time to look me over, leaving me unable to move. I'm in character, right? How long have you been cosplaying? Cosplay? What's that? It's my first time. Cosplay? What's that? I'm not cosplaying. This is me. What's that? We came to this planet to save it. Gerda wasn't born on Earth. Therefore, as her, I'd never have heard the word before. This is who I am. No more, no less. He fell for my bluff. I was surprised how easily my in-character lines were coming to me. I was glad I'd reviewed Gerda's backstory for today.
あ、そうだ。写真撮っていいですか?
He held up his phone. What should I do? Should I say no? Judging from the crowd around Hadami, taking photos seems to be the norm. Will you allow him to take a photo? Please don't do what you want. Nonchalantly. I did my best to answer in a cool tone and strike a confident pose.
やった。じゃあ撮ります。
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Jumpscare Monday is back. Pixel 26 cheer. Pixel 26 hug.
Hi, Fawad. Thank you for the $6.66. You scared the poop out of me. I almost said I'm trying not to swear as much, so when I catch myself I say the other one. Thank you. God, that startled me. Berry Burger is all red flag guys, aren't they? Yeah, I mean there was one pink hair guy. So pink hair guy was actually pretty assertive. And he was the one that teased me a lot. So he was actually probably the only person that was close. So he stood out to me right away. But everybody else was like, no. For Variable Barricade. Yeah. Pink hair guy. Pink hair guy was the least red flag, actually. Also. It's okay. You're an Empire girl now. Only because I'm being forced to, Ben. Nearly swore that I could have made the joke where's your swear jar? Another successful jump scare. Yes. Your timing is very great, Fawad, by the way. But how's your weekend? Okay, he took a step back so he could take a full body shot of me. I could feel Hadami tense up behind me. I can't do anything about that right now.
上久保くん、その写真どうするの? もちろん、牧野くんに送るんですよ。
What? I struggled to hide my surprise. I could also feel Hadami's panic and discomfort reaching critical levels.
撮りますよ。なかなかいいの撮れた。牧野くんもこういうの好きそうなのに、今日来てないのかな。人混み苦手じゃなかった？ああ、そうだったかも。はい、送信と。
The moment Kazuma sent the pic, I could hear Hadami's ringtone go off nearby. Everyone immediately looked toward Hadami. Oh shit.
今、着信来たっぽいですけど、確認しないんですか? ずっと銃を構えてるのって疲れない?
Hadami refused to say anything. I completely understand. Saying anything would drastically increase the odds of being recognized, but staying silent is also suspicious. How can you help Hadami? Kai is a private person. Please don't talk to him. Kai is a private person? He doesn't like small talk. I glanced behind me and saw Hadami nod to confirm.
クールね。そういや、牧野くんもそんなこと言ってたな。
I somehow managed it. I was in a cold sweat, but I thought I'd succeeded in averting their suspicions towards Hadami.
君、よく見ると顔のパーツが牧野くんに似てる。
Oh shit. Oh, come on. I panicked and looked at Kazuka? It's not Kazuka. Isn't it Kazumi? And Sena. Did they hear that? Luckily, they were distracted by something else and didn't notice the comment.
本当に牧野くんじゃないのかな?
俺はその人とは。
Oh no, he's about to crack and say something. I needed to distract all three of them, but what could I do? It felt like all I was doing that day was mitigating potential disasters. I looked around trying to find something that would get me out of the situation. The crowd around